A baseball season can unwind like a fantastic story, usually different than the last or next. If you go back exactly 100 years, you'll find perhaps the greatest baseball season ever recorded. In this bird chatter video, we are going to turn back the clock 100 years to 1920. The next day, Brooklyn looked to even things up with their ace, Burley Grimes, matching up against the AL's best that year, Jim Bagby. Grimes finished the season 23-11 with a microscopic 2.22 ERA and 303 innings pitched. Bagby was the best overall pitcher in the American League, 31-12 with a 2.89 ERA and an impressive 339 innings and 30 complete games. The lineups for Cleveland: Charlie Jameson, left field, leading off, hitting .319. Batting second, Bill Wambsgans, second baseman, hitting .244 on the season. Batting third, Tris Speaker, Hall of Famer, center field, hitting .388 with 50 doubles and over a 1,000 OBPS, 137 runs and 107 RBIs. Elmer Smith, the big slugger in right, cleaning up with his 10 triples, 12 homers, and 103 RBIs. Larry Gardner at third, 118 RBIs, hitting fifth. Sixth, Doc Johnson at first, 292 and 71 RBIs. Seventh is Joe Sewell, playing short. He replaced Chapman and hit .329 in the last 22 games following Chapman's death. Eighth is last night's hero catcher, Steve O'Neill. Steve hit .321 with a .408 on-base percentage. Yesterday he had a pair of RBI doubles, including the game-winning tally. And ninth is Jim Bagby. He's the pitcher and won a Major League best 31 games this year. So Jameson, Smith, and Johnson all back in the starting lineup for Cleveland, though they all got into the game yesterday. For Brooklyn, the Robins have leading off Ivy Olson at short. His mistake in Game 1 got things going for Cleveland. He's hitting .254 with 11 triples and can get things going in a hurry for Brooklyn. Second is third baseman Jimmy Johnston, .291 with 12 triples, 19 stolen bases, and 87 runs scored. Batting third, Tommy Griffith in right field, hitting .260. The cleanup hitter is Hall of Famer Zach Wheat. He was dialed in Game 1. Zach, playing left field, hit .328 with 73 RBIs and 87 runs scored. Hitting fifth was Hy Myers with his league-leading 22 triples, playing center field, hitting .304 with 80 RBIs. Batting sixth, Ed Kenichi, the first baseman. Pete Kildoff, second base, bats seventh. He hit .272 and led the team with 58 walks. Otto Miller, eighth, catching. Almost a standard then. Your catcher hits eighth and your pitcher hits ninth. Miller hit .289 in 90 games as Brooklyn had a catching trio with Ernie Kruger and Rowdy Elliott backing him up, catching 52 and 41 games respectively. Ninth, the pitcher, Game 2 starter, and staff ace Burley Grimes. The only change for Brooklyn is Otto Miller back behind the plate, hitting eighth. Grimes got around a 2-out single by Speaker in the top of the first, and in the home half, Johnston singled with 1 out, stole second, and went to third on Tommy Griffith's groundout. Zach Wheat, with a 2-out RBI double to center, scored Johnson to give Brooklyn a 1-0 lead. It stayed that way till the bottom of the third, when it was Burley Grimes getting things started with a leadoff hit. Olson tried to bunt, but it was cleanly fielded by Bagby, who wheeled him through to second, but it went into center field. Tris Speaker, backing up the play, kept the runners at first and second. That brought up Johnston. He tried to bunt, but popped out to the catcher O'Neill for the first out. Then Griffith hit a double in the gap, scoring Grimes to make it 2-0 and moving Olson to third with 1 out. That brought up Zach Wheat, who they walked intentionally to load him up for Hy Myers. Myers hit the ball hard down the third base line, but it was grabbed by Larry Gardner, who threw home to start an inning-ending 5-2-3 double play. In the fourth, after a leadoff walk to Speaker, Grimes shut down 6 in a row, matched by Bagby, who also had a 6-out streak until 1 out in the fifth. Ivy Olson singled and moved to second on a Johnston groundout, and with 2 outs, Griffith picked up his second RBI of the day with a single to left, making it 3-0 Brooklyn. In the sixth, Speaker had a 2-out double, but was left stranded. Bagby finished the sixth and was replaced by George Ewell, who wouldn't allow another Brooklyn base runner, striking out half the batters he faced. Grimes kept going, getting in and out of trouble in the seventh and eighth when a leadoff walk to Jameson brought in Burns, pinch hitting for Wompkins. Burns also drew a walk, and Tris Speaker moved the runners over to second and third with a grounder to second. Grimes dug in against Elmer Smith and jammed him, causing a pop-up to the catcher for a big second out. He then walked RBI machine Larry Gardner to load the bases. He got Johnson to turn over on a pitch and got him to ground out second to short to end the threat. He closed them out in the ninth, just giving up a 2-out pinch hit single, as he danced around 4 walks and 7 hits for a complete game shutout, evening the series 1-1 for a rubber game in Brooklyn the next day.
From Bird Chatter, I'm Mike Allen. Subscribe to our channel for all our compilation videos, and you can see all of our artwork we use by visiting us on Pinterest.